Dang it, I really wanted the Sonic the Hedgehog popcorn bucket, but that one only came with a combo, so I'm stuck with the Mufasa one. The bucket is pretty cool though, even if, shocker, Sonic 3 is the better movie. But how can this be Sonic 3? If this were an accurate adaptation of the Sonic 3 game, the movie would get stuck at this part for about an hour. I was cool with the other two movies. They were fun flicks that I haven't thought about rewatching since, but I liked them. The third movie might actually be my favorite of the three, as it's a sequel that focuses on the strengths of the other two, while toning down the weaknesses. Of course, it's one of those sequels where characters who were once enemies are now friends, fighting an even bigger foe. Here, not only are they trying to stop Shadow the Hedgehog, voiced perfectly by Keanu Reeves, but also Grandpa Robotnik out to destroy the planet as well. I like that this was the funniest out of the three, especially with the dual Jim Carrey performance, where not only are both of these strong characters, but he has incredibly good chemistry with himself. Watching them on screen was a blast, especially whenever a montage comes in. But then we have Shadow, with a particularly dark backstory that was so strong, it could have been a good movie in and of itself. It does seamlessly go from these tragic moments to the funny moments without any kind of tonal whiplash, because whether it's something darker or something funny, it consistently has a lot of heart. It also doesn't bog itself down with subplots involving the non-video game human characters. That way, when they do pop up briefly, they give Tom and Maddie some very funny moments, and Wade has only one scene, but it has a good laugh too. As a whole, not every joke lands, and some shtick from the heroes can get a little one note, but then come back with a good gag, and they do repeat some jokes from the others, but overall, it's a solid B. They do a good job of appealing to everyone, whether you're a diehard fan of the games or cartoon series, or if you haven't seen or played either. But now we have a movie that shows what would have happened if Shadow and the Robotniks did destroy the world. Yes, it's Homestead, based on a book series called Black Autumn, where a nuclear bomb goes off outside California, so they need to seek out the best actor in the film, Neil McDonough. Open your gates! Let us stay with you, damn it! We don't know how soon roaming motorcycle gangs will show up. So this is another one from Angel Studios, and when I've reviewed their work before, oftentimes I mention that they'd be a decent TV movie, and well, this one takes it a step further in that it actually is a pilot movie for a television series. Your first hint may be the very, very, very TV series opening credits. Am I gonna watch the rest of the series at home? No! This is less a cool early 80s nuclear Cold War movie and more a poor man's Jericho. A lot of it is fighting between the homestead owners and their security about how to maintain their home and keep it safe, except the arguments they have are a lot of paranoid straw man shit where the audience is supposed to smugly laugh at the one they disagree with. That said, it does go out on a good message. You just have to listen to a lot of bad lines and bad ADR first, mixed in with narration from a character doing an impression of Sarah Connor's narration. Sometimes it becomes a Stephen King ripoff, like when one of the girls is psychic and predicted this whole thing would happen. The villains here are also ridiculous. It has its own Walter Peck show up after the bomb goes off, and he says to Neil McDonough, we're gonna need to see some paperwork, and all of your permits to have this many people and weapons on the premises. I do like the wacky husband who shows up off of his medication, and his wife is like, what took you so long to get here? And he says, what? I stopped off in Vegas first. Why not? That's where Randall Flagg is camping out. A lot of characters aren't very likable. Our lead is so intensely gruff without much charisma that I couldn't tell if he was our hero or if he was gonna turn out to be a villain. It also Trojan horses the fact that it's a pilot. I knew going in that it was because I saw a headline online about it, but the trailer itself doesn't say anything about that at all. So when the movie ended and a character came on screen and said, what you've just seen is a pilot, so get in the crystal Christmas spirit and gift your friends the rest of the series by scanning this QR code. The audience was pissed. They were like, what? I will say this though, it is fast-paced. I wasn't really feeling a lot of boredom in it. It's maybe fast-paced to a fault, considering the bomb goes off in the opening scene, but there are moments where the suspense does work, even if it feels like I shouldn't be seeing it in a theater. It's a C-. Just watch Threads again. Thanks for watching, everyone. Stay tuned tomorrow where I'll have reviews for Mufasa and the animated movie Flow, and I'll see you then.